Lance?
What, you prick? Get ready, guys. This is Subnami number 11, and I'm gonna do the intro for this amazing episode. All right.
Awesome.
What's up, sissy boys? Subnami number 11 here. I'm joined with AIDS Dank, the last liberal, StevoAwesome. I gotta wait till you say something. Okay, I'm just kidding.
No, we're just fucking around here.
Yeah, well, this is Subnami number 11. Unfortunately, Lance Corporal Thomas, known as Nowhere Shepherd or Nowhere Lance or whatever name he likes to call himself,
He's no longer with us.
Yeah, he's no longer with us. He has passed away, unfortunately.
He's dead. I've taken his place.
Yeah.
They fucked him to death. And by the way, I noticed you didn't mention my name. What's up with that?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
special guest.
What
Special
gives?
It's an episode of Underhaven, too.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
I see how it is. I see how it is.
It's an episode of Underhaven, but better.
Dude, how could we completely glance over the entire reason that half the people watching this are going to be watching it? Dude?
Well, you know, it has a charm to it that I just ignored.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's why Swegta's here, dude. He wanted to entertain our autism for like an hour and a fucking 20 minutes or something like that.
All right, so we got a good line of videos. We always say that, but I'm sure that this one's gonna.
This
be
time we
good.
actually do. Yeah, this time.
Yeah, this time. Maybe not.
Maybe. Not.
Who knows?
But yeah. So the first fucking article.
No, we need to do media consumed, remember?
Oh fuck
We
that
always forget
stupid
that.
segment. All right.
So, yeah,
I didn't consume anything.
No, I guess Eggs, you gotta get us into the fucking segment first.
Oh, I'm the
Announce
host
it.
now. Okay.
Yeah, you're the host.
Alright, time to move on to media consumed.
I'm sorry. This is probably going to be really irritating for people who haven't.
No,
watched
it's going to
the
be
show.
amazing. People are going to laugh.
All right,
Uh,
Stevo. What entertainment have you consumed?
Well, not much, but I guess on the Let's Play channel, I've been playing Legend of Light, which is a really old, cruddy RPG Maker game where it's basically it was called Mushroom Kingdom Hearts back when it came out in like 2010 or 2009 or whatever. I remember playing it back then because I was in a bunch of RPG Maker groups at the time, and it's just you, Mario, and Luigi hop from video game world to video game world, and it's filled with like really dated early 2000s memes, and it's real, or not early 2010 memes, and it's interesting. It certainly is. I guess
No, it's not.
check the series out on the channel since we're gonna show that.
Stevo, I really respect the fact that you only play things on your channel that no one gives a fuck about.
Yeah, man, that's the fucking point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Stevo would constantly pester me to watch.
Oh yeah,
this
Rugrats,
Legend
Return
of
of Reptar, dude.
Not that. I actually enjoy that series, but he really wants me to watch the fucking Legend of Light.
Oh,
video.
I've been
He
fucking
constantly pester me until
I've been excited
finally
for this
watched
one.
it.
Yes, I've
I
been
did
excited
watch
for
it
this
though,
one, dude.
so just leave me alone.
Fuck your shitty 80s fucking. You know what?
No, dude,
Fuck
it's
you.
so bad. It's so fucking bad. There's an episode that hasn't come out yet where it's like you're in the Sonic world, and then like they want to oh yeah, it's so bad. They want to make Sonic go into Super Sonic, and so they just like take the Sonic sprite and put it in MS Paint and just make it yellow, and like it just looks so fucking
Steve,
bad.
this is the most autistic thing I've heard.
It's amazing, dude. I love Legend of Light. It's so bad.
All right, well, I'm just gonna go skip over Fancy because Swegta hasn't been talking. So, what entertainment have you been consuming, Mr.
I've been
Swedish GTA?
watching so much fucking porn, but aside from that, I'd say like I've been playing a Fallout New Vegas, if that counts. But aside from that, nothing.
Oh no, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
All right.
You're like cool,
well,
man. You like
porn
Fallout New
then.
Vegas.
That's what I've consumed.
Oh, okay. So Fancy.
See, wait. I thought you didn't care about what I consumed. You know what I consumed? I consumed a fucking mistake last night, but we'll get to talking about that fucking later. Other than that, honestly, I've been mostly busy on just other shit.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, it's not necessarily. We technically consumed it, but it's not like we didn't consume
Dude,
it.
I regurgitated
entirely.
it afterwards.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Adam Sandler. I'm talking about a comedy that it manages to be worse than Adam Sandler comedies, and that is the movies. Me and Stevo, we watched. We decided to go on some really fucking
surreal
journey watching stupid shitty clips from the movie movies like Disaster
Epic Movie and shit.
Epic Movie, Meet the Spartans, Scary. We just watched all those fucking shitty ass unfunny clips. Like those movies, you know what they feel like? They feel like 90-minute Doug Walker sketches.
What? Dude, honestly, like, you're right. You're kind of right.
Yeah, except
It's
the
a bigger
people creating it don't think that they're smart.
Also, it's Doug if you had a bigger budget.
Honestly, though, like internet reviewers in general, like, they all kind of, like, the people who do those types of skits, it is really akin to, like, that low, like, quality, like, that very easy humor. I really can't stand, like, that type of shit. Like, I could never watch those movies. I know you guys watch them to riff them and make fun of them, and I know I just said that having watched a shitty fucking Adam Sandler movie last night to riff on it, but I still can't watch those, because it's just, like, the lack of self-awareness by trying to be so self-aware is just disturbing to me.
Yeah. You know, those movies are like the peak definition of being so unfunny that is actually kind of funny, because
No, I disagree. I think that it's so unfunny that it crosses the realm of being funny and it gets into the unfunny territory.
Man, you're not gonna like the plan we have then, because we do plan like every 9 episodes we're gonna watch one of these.
Yeah, okay,
movies.
those can be the episodes Swords on and not me.
No, it's an odd number. It's an odd number. It's an odd number.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's
not an odd number. It's not an odd number. It's not. Fine, then I'll fucking book a guest for that. Those fucking days.
Yeah, but what makes it funny is that you know that the creators thought that like having a bunch of piss and fart jokes and like Alvin and the Chipmunks chewing on somebody's nuts was
anything
the pinnacle of comedy. Like they thought, oh my god, this is gonna be so funny. We're gonna have like midget black Indiana Jones.
There is one
Indiana
movie.
Ass.
There is one movie I would definitely watch with you guys because I saw it once.
Superhero movie?
No. That parody of Twilight Vampires.
Oh god, I saw that shit in theaters.
I did too. Unfortunately,
what the fuck? Why is that the one that we've all seen in theaters? Swegta, what about you? Have you seen Vampires?
I have not seen that, but I've seen most of the movies. Actually, there's like a one scene that I like from them, which is the Dr. Phil scene, where like he's like one of the Jigsaw victims with like what the fuck, like Shaquille O'Neal or some shit. Yeah.
And he cuts off his.
And it's funny because like he actually admits to being a total fraud in that scene.
Dude, honestly, like all those movies, they're like elongated Family Guy cutaway gags. In my opinion,
but they're
you think that's bad?
Well.
Yeah.
What about the time that I blibbity blew?
Yeah, it's like a Family Guy and Doug Walker put all their useless cutaway gags into some horrible hybrid of wasted time to put Doug Walker. Except he was talking about Scrubs, but I decided to put Doug Walker's.
Yeah, it's actually about himself instead.
Yeah, it's him. It's him. He would become that.
I know. His fucking fight.
Anyway, I think we can be comfortable into moving on to
we can move on to this.
To the news segments.
News. All right, Lance, with the ghost of Lance, do the fucking play us in.
Let's get right into the news.
Thanks, Ghost of Lance.
Lance would say that.
So, first story.
He did say that. He said that like every fucking episode.
So, the World Health Organization has officially recognized gaming disorder as an international disease. Thoughts, you guys?
I have thoughts.
I mean, you can get addicted to anything, right? Is that I assume this is what this is talking about here, right? Like the gaming addiction, is that what they're referring to? Because if so, then yeah, it's not surprising to me. I mean, video games are just one of those things like any other piece of entertainment medium, as we've seen by how people freak out about Game of Thrones, that people make way too much of their lives into. Like they become addicted to it. They make it so much of their personality. So yeah, it's not surprising to me. I mean, something doesn't even have to be inherently addicting like cigarettes for people to get addicted to it. I don't really see how this makes much of a statement. It doesn't really say much that we don't already know.
Okay, but in some people's minds, it kind of does, even though it doesn't.
How so?
I don't know if you remember the video by Wretched. That's actually the name of the show on YouTube. DP covered a video by them back in the day where this fucking televangelist dude is like, oh, you know, the reason kids watch porn is because of the dopamine. They need the dopamine fix. And it's just kind of like the same shit. It's like these people have no idea what dopamine is. how the human psyche works when it comes to shit you enjoy doing or partaking in. And so they're going to look at this and think like, oh, well, this just verifies what we believe, that it's a disease.
That's true.
Yeah, people have this sort of, parents are like, for the left and the right, they both have this sort of vehement bias against video games. Because I remember my mom would constantly talk, like, she's like a Democratic loyalist, and she thinks that like video games are going to make you all like go on a murder spree if you play GTA and shit like that. That isn't really proven by any science.
People who are like socially conservative, and at least in that aspect, they try to find scapegoats all the time. It doesn't matter if you're left or right leaning. Like, there will be people who try to blame, the youth outbreak and violence, however it's perceived. Like, someone who's left-leaning will see that as being different than someone who's right-leaning. But I guarantee you that there's tons of people on both sides who can constantly complain about the fucking youth. They just do it for other reasons. So yeah, video games, because it's something that increasingly a lot of more younger people are getting into, something that they get attached to and are just, overall doing more these days. Of course they're going to try and fucking blame recent developments on it, because correlation in their mind equals causation.
Yeah, like, I don't think this should be necessarily called video game, what was it called again? Fucking
addiction.
Video game addiction disorder. It wasn't called media addiction disorder or anything. It's basically just addiction generally. But the thing is, people are going to be scared. Like, this is the media that's causing all of this.
Yes, video games is like, fault. It's not like anyone can get addicted to anything. Like, it presents a very, intentional or not, it presents a very one-sided viewpoint of how things are. And even if it's not necessarily dishonest, people are going to latch onto it in a dishonest way and assume that it means, oh, video games are causing X, Y.
And the thing is, like, that a lot of people are gonna get misdiagnosed with this, because it's such a broad thing. It's like, you have a bunch of fucking kids who can either pay attention to their mundane fucking everyday existence, or they can play, like, GTA and, be a bank robber. They can play fucking Skyrim and be, like, a medieval fucking superhero.
And that's the thing, too. Parents are gonna see this shit, and they're gonna be like, they're gonna look at their kid who could, potentially be a completely functional kid otherwise. He just happens to like video games, and they'll get that thought in their mind, in the back of their head, like, could my kid be addicted? And fuck that shit. It's like, I really don't like the type of behavior that encourages by
video game addiction would be like somebody fucking playing
24 hours a day.
Wasn't there some guy
or having like a nervous breakdown when the video games get taken away or some shit like that. The thing is too, like, we've seen with a lot of different disorders that it's heavily misdiagnosed, and with video games, I mean, like, it's just. To me, like, the issue there is just kind of like, how do you know? How the fuck can you possibly know? Because the thing is, like, a lot of kids, they're just irresponsible. They're kids. Like, they can either attend to their homework, they can mow the lawn, or they can fucking neglect all of that and just, get lost in fantasy, like kids do anyway, outside of video games.
Yeah. I'll say this, the only times, or the only places in which I've really heard some serious issues where it comes to video game addiction is usually in Asian countries, like Japan and South Korea. Like, I've heard multiple stories out of those countries of people, like, staying in video game, or, like, in web cafes for, like, hours and hours playing fucking video games, and then they fucking keel over and die, and no one does anything about it. So, yeah, it's a real thing, but is it really a problem in Western countries? It's really not, to be honest.
Well, like, it's significantly less. I mean, there's definitely problems, but...
I mean, yeah, but that it'll be like that with any technology.
Stevo, you got a Marxist analysis on this here dilemma.
I'll bite my tongue. I'll bite my tongue on the Marxism, but all I have to say about this is, like any addiction, it is an escape from reality. Now, if you vehemently despise living and you hate life, you're going to go towards very hardcore drugs. But if you think that life is monotonous and you feel that your life is repetitive and that you don't really have any meaning, you're going to go towards something like video game addiction, or watching anime all day, or being addicted to media or whatever. And if you don't like the fact that people are becoming addicted to gaming, then change the thing that makes people addicted to gaming. Give these people who feel that life is incredibly boring and that just meaningless, and that they have to go into these fantasy realms. Give them something that would make them think that life isn't meaningless. Give them something.
See, that's a good point. That's a good point. And I mean, like, with a lot of these cases, I'm willing to bet that a lot of it just has to do with depression. Because I mean, like, a lot of these people can, like I've said numerous times by now, they can either face reality or get lost in fantasy. And oftentimes, with people who are depressed, they do resort to drugs as a means of, escaping the reality they exist in, at least, emotionally.
Also, it starts off young, too. It starts off young where, like, a parent won't set time limits, and they'll just let the kid go on and on the games. And while the kid won't be really depressed then at, like, age 5, like, as they grow up and they do face the hardships of life, they're going to be trained. Their mind is going to think immediately when life gets down, when things get down and when the road gets fucking rough. This is where I need to turn to. This is what I turn to as a kid to alleviate my boredom.
I'll tell you what.
I will turn towards this now.
Tell you what, and here's really the last thing that I have to state on the issue. If you're a parent and you're genuinely concerned about these things, I'm not saying that, like, it is a genuine concern, but everyone has their fucking vices. Everyone out there has their fucking vices. It would be better. I would rather have my child be fucking addicted to video games than fucking cocaine or cigarettes or anything that's going to physically harm them more than fucking just laying around all day. I mean, that's bad. That's non-productive. But hey, at least they're not fucking addicted to fucking hardcore drugs. It's something that can be worked with. It's something that can be changed. And it's just something that's a lot easier to recover from than some of the other fucking shit that people get addicted to out there. So,
well, yeah, you're not going to get a physical dependence on Call of Duty. So, yeah, it's just hard work. You need to get over it with hard work and realizing that, wow, I play too much.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty crazy that, like,
and also to give you something to do to replace the time you play video games. If you stop playing video games, you're like, all right, I have an addiction, I need to stop, and then you just stop, and then you just take an extra shift on your job. You're not going to feel any fucking better. You're going to eventually go back to that. You need to fill that in with some kind of hobby or something else, which is not damaging, which is productive.
I was trying to try and say something, Stevo.
Sorry, I hardly said anything.
It is interesting how it took me until I was 13 until I had my first cell phone. And now these kids these days are being fucking
growing up on them,
growing up on electronics all the time. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I just feel as technology is progressing, it seems like the time is going faster.
I'm glad I was part of that, literally the last generation of people that did not grow up with a smartphone.
Yeah.
I had it when I was a teenager and everything. But I think it's reasonable for a teenager to have a smartphone and everything like that. But
not
a
5-year-old.
Not a 5-year-old. When someone's 12.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that once you give a child, one child, a smartphone and they take it to school, then every other one is going to be why can't I have that? Why can't I have that?
You are completely right.
They'll be completely
especially
spoiled.
now that most kids have them.
Yeah.
And if there's anything I can leave this article with, or any advice I would give any concerned parents that just so fucking happens to listen to this, just talk to your fucking kid. Just, pull them away from the fucking PC for a second and just, talk to your dumb fucking teenager and just, have a one-on-one conversation about this. Instead of obsessing over some clickbaity article, why don't you actually, try to investigate this and see why they spend so much time on their computer? Whether it has to be with some antisocial behavior or depression, or maybe they're just really into video games. Find some kind of structure that actually works well and communicate with your kid.
You want me to talk to my kids? I thought the fucking government was supposed to do that.
Oh yeah, my bad.
I think we've talked about this.
We had a good dialogue about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next story.
Oh, Stanley.
Oh no.
Oh, this shit, man.
Yeah. I mean, this was known for a while.
Yeah.
Well, he denied it. Stan Lee denied it.
Well, didn't he deny that? He denied that his daughter abused him, which he's definitely. She definitely did, but.
What the fuck? Why do people keep... I mean, he's dead now, so they're not doing it now, unless, they're slapping his fucking corpse or something. But why the fuck? Stan Lee, out of all people. Why?
Because he was such a huge
I could
name.
kind of see like, okay, look, here's the thing.
Time.
Obviously, we don't have like insight into his personal life beyond what we know, but if you had like some old fucking piece of shit dad or something, and he, abused you, you might fucking clock him back in the face. I could get that. But I mean, like, Stan Lee just doesn't strike me as a person who would be deserving of that on any level.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's not about that. It's not about them having like some type of spite towards him or some type of
They just want to use him.
Yeah, they just want to use him.
Marketable.
Stan Lee for years has been a prop. He's been a puppet on Disney strings. He's just put Stan Lee in a movie.
We did that Bernie style.
If we fucking have him sit for hours signing fucking some fat man child, like,
dude, his Twitter account still tweets.
Yeah.
Like,
didn't he tweet some stupid political shit?
No, well, it's been tweeting out shit about promoting movies and shit like that. Like I don't mind. Look, the accounts retweeted some shit which has been like like people like honoring Stan Lee and just stuff actually relating to him. And I really don't have an issue with that. Like, I mean, I should still think you should leave the account alone, but I don't really have an issue with that. But like trying to just use it to promote Marvel movies and shit like that, I know that he had a hand in
damn dude.
Fucking that, but still.
Even in Stan Lee's death, he's taking credit for characters he ripped off.
Oh,
yeah. I remember Stevo showed me the clip. It was just before he died. It was like a couple.
It was a few
less
months.
less than a year before he died, and it was just like him being basically like down, looking unhappy, just.
Looks like a corpse.
Yeah, basically looking like a corpse, just signing comic books. Like, he just looks so fucking dead, and then he has these security guards around. It's like he might as well be like pulled. He might as well have strings being pulled by some like marionette puppeteer.
Like, I would be surprised if like someone digs up his body and like puts his fucking skeleton on strings, like make him a cadaver and have him.
Stan Lee's back, guys. He's back.
Yeah, he's back.
It's like Jesus. He comes back from the grave.
I mean, it's not like a skeleton would look fucking different from how he looked before he died.
Oh my god, this is morbid.
Hey, it says Corey Feldman came out to pay tribute. I don't fucking bring Corey Feldman to anything, please.
Kevin Smith too.
Oh, and you know what's fucked up about this whole abuse shit? I remember during that, like, no fucking actor, none of the Marvel actors were talking about it. Literally nobody in Hollywood was talking about this. Except for, like, I think Kevin Smith was the only one who ever, like, said, hey.
Kevin.
Yeah.
And then he made this video, like, my daughters would never abuse me. And it was pretty clear he was fucking...
There's a gun to his head.
It's kind of like the abuse video Brett and Dawn did. Dawn sitting there.
Yeah.
You can see the black eye.
It was really kind of cringy when Stan Lee died, because there were so many people who were just...
like a grandfather to me.
I thought you meant like his actual death for a second. I was like, wait, what?
No.
So Stan Lee fucking kills over and dies. You're like, dude, lol, cringe.
Dude, there's a fucking quote for you. Egg says it was really cringy when it was cringy.
No, I was just saying, like, the reaction.
I know.
Like a bunch of people.
You're a cringe lord.
Boogie 2998.
Stan Lee.
2988.
Boogie was like, he was the Shakespeare of our time.
Oh, fuck off! I'm so fucking sick of Boogie. Honestly, like, anytime there's some, like, big mainstream concern, Boogie has to fucking jump in and give his 2 cents. And it's always the mainstream fucking common ground opinion.
Just most middle of the... like, people like Boogie only because he's fucking middle of the road. And
he's always vocal when it comes to playing it safe and riding the wave of something that other people are concerned about. It's never like this independent thought. Is he even capable of that?
Yeah. Apparently behind closed doors he's kind of a two-faced scumbag, but I don't know enough about that to get really deep into it.
Well, who the fuck knows some of these?
I guess we'll move on to the next news story.
No. He went to acting school like Pat, and they're both price actors.
Oh boy.
I don't give a shit about Avatar, so I'll let you guys.
Live action Netflix remake.
Oh man, they didn't learn their fucking lesson the first time, did they?
Okay, so I'm gonna inform you on this. It's gonna be made by the same 2 creators. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the same guys who also make Korra and that.
Yeah, if they're working on their original material, it should be fine as long as they don't make any
Dude,
changes.
No. I know what's gonna happen. They're gonna fucking put some progressive bullshit in it. I know that.
Oh man, what the Katara's gonna be a lesbian?
Well, one of the characters is gonna be a lesbian. Okay. One of the characters. There might also be a gay in there.
It's gonna be Azula. It's gonna be Azula.
That wouldn't be very politically correct. You can't have the villain be a lesbian.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well,
let's make Suki can be a lesbian.
She's a powerful one.
No, Toph. Toph would be the perfect lesbian.
Oh yeah, Toph would be the perfect lesbian.
Except that would mean Korra was non-canonical because unless if she artificially inseminated.
Didn't they all have children in Korra?
No, Sokka didn't have children.
Oh yeah, so maybe he could be gay.
No, maybe no. Well, he has Suki, unless if they change that from the fucking show.
Suki's a man. Suki's a man.
Yeah, she's a transgender.
This is the most intellectual conversation we've ever had.
Anyway,
yeah, because this podcast was so intellectually.
Yeah, we're so.
Yeah, it fucking was, dude. It fucking
we swerved out about the last.
We're intellectual heavyweights here on Vietnam.
Yeah. Why are they remaking this?
Yeah,
like the original was fine. Like they didn't need to change anything.
Just watch that.
Yeah, just watch that. Why do we need a live action remake?
I will say
we didn't need that for the fucking when the first shitty live action movie was released. Nobody wanted that.
So is this an actual screenshot? Is this an actual screenshot?
I think that is. I think that's like some
really. I mean, I'll be honest. Like that looks pretty damn good, but it's not.
No,
like,
dude, that's just like Anna Kasparian and Cenk Uygur. Don't mind that.
No, but he's a white buffalo, not a brown buffalo.
Yeah, well, he's got a little bit of brown.
No, it's like Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White. That's after Shank fucking he died.
So Shank is gonna die and be resurrected as the white buffalo.
Yes.
Dude, we're pulling all together. All right. What?
Why are they doing this?
Like you said, yeah, it's just not needed. Like, I mean, like I said, that concept art looks nice, but it's not needed. Like, you don't need to remake something.
Yeah, okay, but keep this in mind. Money. See?
Yeah, but like they could get a lot of money by just putting the original series on Netflix.
Yeah, the original series it used to be on Netflix back when Netflix was good. Like
they could make 2000. I don't know why they didn't just make a deal to get like. So what is this going to be? Is this 1 second? Let me read this real.
So it's being made
live
for
action
studio.
Live action adaptation. It doesn't say if it's a movie.
It's a series. It's a series.
It's a series.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's better. That's better than a movie. But still, I'm skeptical.
I don't see the point in it. Just watch the original series.
Just watch the original series. Like, it's not like it's one of those. Like, I can see remake. Yeah, I can see remaking a show like honestly,
Game
like
of
I can see why they. No, like honestly, I can see why they remade fucking DuckTales because the original movie wasn't fucking. I mean, I'm sorry, the original show. The original show wasn't that great, and they turned it into something. I don't know. Maybe they turned it into something good, but I can see remaking something that wasn't originally like maybe didn't live up to its full potential. But this show did. So what's the point? I don't really have much else to say beyond.
Again, like, was there some big plot flaw in Avatar that needed to be fixed? I don't.
Before I even saw this article today, I was literally arguing with Lance earlier, like in the fucking Subnami Discord, which you guys should fucking join if you want to. I was telling him like one of the things I really liked about Avatar is that they had, it had good pacing, it had good characters, and I think it had a satisfying conclusion. So maybe if it didn't have a satisfying conclusion. Like I heard some people say about the original Full Metal Alchemist series, which is probably why they did a remake of that, and why I don't have a problem with that.
Well, it was just to be more manga.
Well, yeah, sure. But if you can't do it better the next time, like, what's even the point of doing it? Maybe they do think they can do it better.
Are they going to turn it into some like a completely different direction? Are they going to make it darker?
There were so many scenes in this show that were fantastical and that were something that would be a lot harder to translate into live action than animation. Wonder how I fucking do that? Know this? Because in the Avatar movie that was fucking done, that had a bigger that had a dude. The fucking it took 8 fucking Earthbenders to chuck a rock at a dude. Remember that
effects look so fucking awful. But the funny thing is that they're done by they're done by Industrial Lights and Magic, which is like the cream of the crop of like effects companies, and it also has like a budget of like $100 million.
So it's probably bad direction, honestly. It was probably bad direction.
Oh yeah, it definitely was. But
Hey, I have a really hard hitting question. Do you think Uzulu is gonna like this when it comes out, considering he made fucking the Night Shyamalan movie?
It wasn't
No,
that
it's
bad.
modern.
It wasn't that bad.
No, if it has a progressive like.
Oh, he'll hate it.
Oh
He won't
yeah,
like it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll make 10 videos about it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Alright,
I have a
alright.
question too. Do you think M. Night Shyamalan's gonna do this one as well?
No,
Oh, man,
he's
I
not
hope so.
involved at all. Oh, and also another. Well, speaking of progressive, they said that they're not, unlike the Shyamalan film, they're gonna have a culturally appropriate cast.
Wait, the Shyamalan film? Oh, yeah, no, I guess they didn't really have a culturally appropriate cast, but they were trying to.
He cast all of the characters with white actors.
No.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. He casted
didn't?
the Eskimos as white. Well, all the
White.
characters were white except for like I think like the Fire Nation, which was Indian.
Oh,
for some
Japanese.
fucking
Alright,
reason.
Indian instead of Japanese.
Even though they're clearly supposed to be an allegory for Japan.
Oh, so he like heavily Americanized it then.
Yeah, but he also tried to go with like Asian pronunciations, so it was weird. Like
It's
he changed the
so
main
fucking
characters.
weird because he changed the villains to be Indians, like even though he's an Indian director. So it was,
Dude, it was
he, like,
T-series, dude. It was fucking T-series the whole time.
Oh
He was
my
trying to
God.
warn us about T-series.
It was.
He was trying to warn
Yeah,
us.
Avatar. Ong, as he's referred to in
Yeah, also
an
known as
allegory for PewDiePie.
Yeah. All right, let's move on from this shit. I think
Yeah. All right, we're
Right.
finally. This is the last.
So I don't even like
segment.
who the fuck put this one here? Who the fuck gives a shit about Call of
Sword.
Duty?
Sword.
Okay, skip it. Go back.
Yeah,
Go to the fucking.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
sorry,
this
sir.
fucking
This is
bullshit.
Oh my God.
So you picked the worst news story ever. What the fuck? Call of Duty. Dude, this is the Dude Bro Call of
Dude,
Duty.
I do
podcast.
not care. I do not care. Yeah, dude, this is the Codcast. It's the
Yeah,
fucking Codcast.
it chug down some brewskis and talk about Call
Alright.
of Duty.
All right,
Alright, this is
Stevo, give us
here's
some
a,
video.
What
Yeah,
the
I got-
fuck is this? What the
Oh,
fuck?
yeah, this is
No.
This is look at 12 million views.
We're not
12
watching.
million
We're not
views.
watching 17 minutes of this shit.
Well,
I'm watching-
we won't watch it. Well, it takes her like 5 minutes to eat one pickle. I watched this in the Gubra.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
just let this sink in. 12 million people checked out this video of a chick eating a fucking pickle.
How many likes? I wonder. We'll
Oh,
Oh,
check
she's got the
Well, here,
same
look,
same mic as me
Yeah,
too. God damn it.
100,000 likes.
100,000.
She looks like the witch from Dark Crystal.
Oh man, she has the same microphone.
Wait,
as
what
me,
is that
man.
like? What is that like? Singing in the background. Oh no! Fucking
Yeah.
stop! There was like some fucking. There was something in the background.
This is disturbing.
I'm whispering into the microphone.
So how many millions of people do you think jerked off to this?
A lot.
Yeah, they fucking wish the pickle was like their penis.
Yeah, they're weird.
I'm gonna say 12.
Schnitzel. No, more than that. More like 12,000.
Okay, let's skip this this awkward opening. Let's get.
Dude, everyone who liked this
Pickle
video.
out.
Oh snap! Oh, snap.
Dude, I swear this like whenever she gets to chewing, just like imagine a dog
Dude.
chewing on a piece of raw hide. Like
Dude,
that's
dude,
exactly
I-
what it sounds like.
I find pickles to be fucking disgusting. So.
Oh yeah, they're fucking
They're okay,
pickle
I
juice.
I think pickles are okay.
Yeah, well that's because
but-
you're a veg-tard.
Well, I think this probably killed my appetite for them like permanently though.
I mean, I don't like whatever. Like they're okay, but I wouldn't eat one.
All
oh
right,
no.
get ready.
Dude, I'm gonna look away.
She
I'm
takes
gonna
her
look
sweet
away.
time. Well, just
I
like
get-
Fancy, close your eyes and imagine like a wolf chewing on like a
Oh,
fucking
God.
piece of like deer
Oh,
flesh.
she's gonna stab it first.
Dude, Swegta.
Oh no, she's
That
gotta
was it.
sniff it.
Hey, Animancer, I guess you could say we're in quite a pickle.
Oh my god.
That's getting
Dude,
really close to the camera.
Fucking, you know what? I can't even complain considering I made that joke.
It's Pickle Rick.
Ah.
Oh no! Fuck pickle. Right?
Wait a minute. So
I'm
we
gonna
went from a
imagine
pickle,
that's my pickle dick. Oh,
So what? We're going from a no
a bagged pickle to a pickle in a jar.
to a whole
She trying to compare and contrast.
That's a classic. That's a classic.
My God.
No, she's gonna compare the ASMR between the two.
Oh my
Which
god,
one's
it goes
fun?
on
Keeps,
forever.
Yeah. All right, here we go. There's the bad boy she's gonna chew today.
yeah, chew. That's
Get
it.
ready. I'm anticipating this.
Oh, dude, it's getting hot in here.
Swegta, I'm depressed now.
I gotta take my shirt off.
Y'all gonna make me lose my
Oh
mind.
damn it! You missed it.
Here we go.
You
go back.
fucking skipped over.
She takes so fucking long to do it. I fucking sorry. Oh,
The fucking
Oh.
they added like some
I've had
reverb
enough.
on
I've had
that.
enough. I've had enough. I've had enough.
someone joined the rabbit. They're watching this. They're in for a
I
welcome
hope they
surprise.
leave. Dude, I'm not even gonna kick
disgusting.
them. I'm not even gonna kick them.
Yeah, yeah, they can stay and watch this.
Yeah, they can stay. They can be tortured if they want.
Oh, God,
Ugh.
awful.
Okay, I think we're done.
I think we're done here.
No, we gotta.
No, we're done here. We are done here. All right, all right. Show of hands. Show of hands. Who's done here? Me, Swegta, and Eggs are done here. Stevo's not done here. All right, we're done here. We're done here. We're done here.
Alright.
Feminism sucks.
Alright, kick
Feminism's
that normie too while you're at it.
Alright, yeah. He's gotten everything he needs.
Oh god, this fucking video.
I want to give some backstory.
Alright,
This is
Sweg, you're gonna enjoy this.
This is a really
Okay.
old video. This was viral back in the day. It was just like right after fucking Obama was inaugurated, and I mean, I'll just let it play. He has some hard hitting evidence.
He's also the clone of Vladimir
Jesus
Putin,
really
by the way.
reveal the name of the Antichrist?
Oh shit!
Oh, this
did
is
he?
really low.
Facts.
His name was
It's
Obama.
it's such an old video.
We're just gonna have to be kind of quiet.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Guys, let's do ASMR now.
And he said unto them,
Let me get my pickles here.
To prove my conspiracy theory, I'm gonna quote the Bible.
Translated
That perfectly corroborates my claim, doesn't it?
Alright, listen to this.
ancient form of Hebrew. As you know, the Old Testament
Arabic.
was in Hebrew. If a modern Jewish rabbi were to speak these words of Jesus today, he would speak them in Hebrew, much the
It's
same way
eggs.
that Jesus would have spoken.
Yes, Eggs is
So in
answers.
Hebrew, Jesus
Alright,
said
get-
that he saw Satan falling as lightning from the
Awesome.
heights, or from
Alright,
the
get ready.
So what are the words for
Look at this
lightning
look at this fucking
and
Google
heights
Images
or
shit.
Hey,
that
look,
he
it's
just got.
undoomed.
Hebrew?
What are the words for lightning and height?
Dictionary,
Google.
Word number 1299, a primitive root word.
Oh,
meaning
God.
Oh my god! Big rock!
lightning or to cast forth. The word is barak. In the Strong's
Barak.
Hebrew dictionary, word number 1300, lightning.
Dude, he's gonna
or
say
by analogy,
Hussein.
A gleam, a flashing sword, or a brightness or a glittering. The Hebrew word is barak.
Lightning.
So lightning or a flash of light
Barak.
in Hebrew is pronounced
Barak.
Look, but now it needs to show us how it's
Now
pronounced.
Consider this amazing fact. The book of
Butch
Isaiah
Hartman's rock.
Amazing
Isaiah
fact.
Yoda.
for the Christian concept
Isaiah
of
Yoda.
understanding of Satan, or Lucifer, as Isaiah calls him, in chapter 14, especially in verses 12 through 19. In Isaiah chapter 14, verse 14, Lucifer, or Satan, is credited with these
Fancy, I think
words.
you're
I
Lucifer
will
in the fucking
ascend
book of
above
Isaiah,
the
you know what I
heights
mean?
Oh yeah.
of the
No, you're
clouds.
totally right.
I will
Definitely.
be like the Most High.
This is
Dude,
this is-
yeah,
this is
dude,
very-
I am the most high. I am
Yeah,
the
it's-
most high.
This is a
Sounds
very
like Cypress Hill
From the
lyrics.
heights, or from the heavens.
It
The
is.
Hebrew word used in this text
Get ready.
for the heights from which Satan fell is Strong's Hebrew word
Oh, shit.
1116,
Okay.
pronounced Bama.
Oh.
Commonly used
Holy
to
shit.
a high spirit
Alright, get ready for his
as
translation.
well as to the heights of the
So he's an
heavens.
Irish version of bomb.
In Hebrew, the letter wa is often
Wah.
transliterated.
Waluigi, dude, it all comes back to Walu.
The
Ooh,
oath
it's
for this
ooh.
transliteration.
It's
Oozaloo
Primarily
here.
used as a conjunction to join concepts
Barak
together.
Uzalu.
So to join in Hebrew poetry the concept of lightning or barak and a high place like heaven or the heights
Hussein.
of heaven, the letter U or sometimes
I have a
so,
question.
the Hebrew
What?
letter
Oh, yeah.
wa.
What the fuck would be the point of all of this? Even giving him that this is true. Like, what
Well,
what would that accomplish?
Jesus was warning
It
us.
was a warning about
Yeah,
the
but
Alright,
Antichrist.
get ready for his
Yeah, like-
official
Word for style,
translation.
written in Isaiah would translate
That's retarded.
literally as lightning and the heights or the heavens or lightning from the heights.
Get ready
of the
for it. The
sky.
music is.
As opposed to lightning from the
The
ground.
music is
The word
swelling up.
Satan is Satan in Hebrew.
Oh,
Direct-
holy shit, dude!
Jesus'
Dude, we can't let
prophecy
Sage Wanderer see
in
this
Luke
video,
chapter
Swag.
10, Verse 18. If
Oh, here we
spoken
go. Here we go.
by a Jewish rabbi today, influenced by the poetry of Isaiah, he would say these
Isaiah.
words,
I like how Edge is like.
Wait, listen.
words of Jesus in Luke chapter 10, verse 18.
Listen,
as,
listen.
Oh,
And
man.
I saw Satan as Barak Ubam.
There we go.
Revealed to us the name of the Antichrist.
Dude, I bet this
Awesome.
guy feels. I bet this guy feels really dumb now.
Hey, Eggs. I like how you're like, no, we won't watch right-wing watch clips on this.
Here's his disclaimer.
It's not right. Like, it's not just
yeah, no, dude. They say the same shit. They say the same fucking shit.
Yeah, but at least it's not uploaded by a retard. It's uploaded by another retard.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's uploaded by the same fucking type of retard, dude.
But the retard thinks that he's making fun of the retard, but he's also a retard and is not aware of it. This person is a retard, but is not aware of it. So it's caked under one level of
whatever.
Better than double retarding.
Pure wokeness.
No, that's the most retarded shit I've ever
I like
heard.
how this is how far the English language has fallen. OMG, is Barack Obama the Antichrist?
Also, the Bible, the New Testament is in Greek, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it's in American.
You know, it's so funny, fucking, now that Obama is out of office, because there were so many fucking videos during the Obama administration about how he was...
He's hilarious.
Yeah, dude, people would never make videos about how Trump is evil, though, right? People will never do that, do they?
Yeah, but
it's the same fucking shit, dude. It's literally the same fucking shit.
It's so funny because these people...
Well, the difference, Fancy, the difference there is that like people are like saying like Trump is bad because of the things he's actually said. Like people would just take Obama's a lizard.
No,
Obama is a demon. Obama is.
Well, okay,
is
yeah,
Satan.
some people are. Sure, some people are, but there are totally tons of fucking people that just make up fucking shit about Trump.
Yeah, they do. But the thing about that,
but they're not calling him a fucking demon.
But people now know that
maybe not literally, but it's close.
People now know that all these stupid fucking end of the world predictions are all bullshit because they've in like the past decade there's been over like 10 fucking end of the world predictions or definitely a fuck ton of more if you count all the stupid
world is ending in 2012.
Yeah, the stupid YouTube videos of the Illuminati.
Oh yeah, we need to watch 2012 on here sometime too.
That stupid fucking Roland Emmerich movie. Oh
yeah.
My god.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're done with this. Let's move on.
Well, we need it. Yeah, we need it. Well, Eggs, do you wanna preface Swegta?
Oh yeah, Eggs. You gotta give it this.
Swegta. All right.
Hey.
So when we first started knowing Stevo, getting to know Stevo, right? He never talked in voice. He only typed in the chat, right? So we didn't get along with him that well, let's just say. So I found his YouTube channel, and one of the first videos I found was this video where he claimed he made it like it wasn't that long ago that he made it. It was like 2014.
2013.
It's 2013. Okay, but basically, he's trying to say that he identifies as an 80-year-old man, even though he is just a boy. So,
just a boy.
Also, look at that thumbnail I used, where it's like
that's awesome. Yeah,
my hair has wrinkles. Like
is that like a Snapchat filter that you put on?
I don't even think
you look like an old lady in that picture right there.
Hey there, Sonny. You want some butters, guy?
Anyways, let's get into this. Also, I was really fat. I was really fat back then.
Stevo, why do you do this to yourself?
I don't know. No.
He just wants attention. Hey, turn that volume up, you bitch.
Pump it up.
Doesn't he look like John Tron?
Yeah, he kind of does.
Dude, you do look like a young John Tron, dude. Dude, why'd you... Honestly, Stevo, why'd you stop looking like John Tron?
I have got a question. Why do you have a fucking couch in your closet?
You know, when I first saw this video, I thought he lived in the thrift store.
Thrift store down the road.
$20 in my pocket.
He's gonna meet Weird Paul there. Okay, so he likes movies from the 50s and music.
Wait, what was that? What was that little dance?
Yeah, what was that little dance you did?
Ah, no, I haven't even watched this video in years.
I like older video games.
Stevo, we didn't. By the way, you're the one who wanted to watch this, not us.
But no, fucking Eggs is making me so he makes the part 2 compilation that he's been promising. Hey, look at my old video game, fucking.
No, that wasn't the deal. You had to play. You had to play the fucking Women Are Whores.
No, you said both of that. That one's coming up in a few weeks. Unfortunately.
And I guess that does that. But I mean, honestly, I'm like, it's like I'm.
It's gonna take.
Oh, there's the famous quote. There's the famous quote. Listen.
Honestly, I'm like, it's like I'm 80 years old or something.
It's like I'm 80 years old.
80-year-olds feel nostalgic.
Dude, you know what you should have done? You should have fucking, like, approached some 80-year-old man who's, like, at the end of his life and just told him that to his fucking face. See how he feels about it.
Yeah, I feel like...
I like Nintendo games. I like Nintendo games and all black and white movies.
You're not a real
It's like I'm 80 or something, I don't know.
I like old black and white movies, and I like Nintendo games.
I think I finally know what happened here. And Steve, I don't know if you're going to be willing to accept or admit this, but when you were this age, you were confused between being 80 years old and living in the 80s.
You just liked stuff from the 80s, like many other people
Stevo
do.
hates 80s nostalgia now, so...
Well, even then, like, all the other stuff I was mentioning was from, like, the 50s. I just, like, loved video games.
Yeah, that was the only decade that he didn't bring up.
Yeah, I was like, oh, here's a Nintendo.
I play E.T. E.T. for Atari, though. That's poopy, because the AVGN told me that the that's
Yeah,
poopy.
did you guys know about the video game crash of
1998?
Let me get my little fight.
It was 1983, even though it wasn't really that much of a crash. It was just happened in the Americas and nowhere else.
Yeah, in the Americas and nowhere else, because
people are stupid.
No, but Nintendo saved gaming.
This old stuff. And it's so strange, but
it's so strange.
If there's any...
Are you trying to be John Lennon?
Do you remember the Filthy Frank video where he ripped into people who said that they were born in the wrong generation? I remember I saw that video back in the day, and I was like, "Oh, this motherfucking asshole! What? He just doesn't get me. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?" When I first saw it.
Younger kids, who's watching this? I mean, there's probably no one watching this except for 3, maybe 4.
I didn't. I really didn't.
How wrong you were.
I didn't expect it to be fucking played on a podcast that gets about 100 views per video.
Well, you should have.
I'm still on the podcast, Mom.
I'm a weirdo. So yeah.
Are you starting to cry?
So if there's any younger kids,
He's got that one tooth that's just longer than the others. Is that your last baby tooth?
My last baby? I would have been
No, he was old enough to not have baby
my
teeth.
My voice
by
is
this.
deepened in this. That's not a baby tooth.
I don't know, because I'm weird like that.
Why'd you have to point that out?
I think that's just the light.
You kind of sound like McLovin in this video.
Yeah, you remember McLovin. Wait, who is this? Is this Mundane Mass Political Compass?
This is some fucking cringy rap.
Oh, it's a fap. Oh, it's a cringy rap? Okay. Swegta makes beats, so it'll probably make him cringe.
Right. So this is a rap about the political compass.
No, it's not.
Yep.
Anarchist left.
Hi, I'm Totalitarian.
That's fancy.
Right? I'm the voice of the people. If the people
what, Mark Zuckerberg over there?
Your face, but we're getting replaced. Culture war.
You think I look like Mark Zuckerberg?
SNES
Okay, $15.
You think I look like
right?
Mark
That's
Zuckerberg?
$1 for every year that she's been alive. Well,
is that supposed to be a libtard?
No, it's supposed to be a libertarian.
Oh, she's only 14? Guess it is pedophilia. Still, it's $1.
What the fuck is this?
Right? Oh,
was that guy just? What's the autistic dance the guy's doing up there?
What makes right? I think market forces should guide.
Eggs, what the fuck is this?
Sword fucking put this on.
50 cents funnel off. Make me.
Oh my god, it's a commie.
Stevo.
Oh yeah, it is Stevo.
Pigs will get round up and shot, and I will speak for the weak whether they want.
This is terrible.
I am totalitarian left. My side.
Well, dude, okay, why is the representation of the authoritarian right just a guy in a fucking?
I'm anarchist left and. Oh,
that's an anarchist?
Oh, yeah, it's like anarchist left, just like a thug.
Wait a minute. The guy on authoritarian right has the Mao jumpsuit on, even though he wasn't even right wing.
How do you expect
what
to
the
stimulate
fuck?
the economy? Okay, first things first. Fuck you. What did I do?
This is cringy.
You want to crush people through the state. I mean, yeah, sure. The state is great. You claim to want equality, but how can that be when the state is controlling how equal you can be? Third,
this is not a rap!
Fuck you! And fourth,
yeah, that
you're not
rhymes.
even an anarchist, dude. You expect
was this made in fucking MS Paint?
At least the three of us aren't contradicting.
No, you know what I think happened? He got his hands on Sony Vegas or some shit.
Then cops are great. They're only
and so he's like, I'm gonna make a video where I have multiple, I have clones of myself dancing.
There's a Nazi.
We're witnessing someone's schizophrenia right now. That's what we're saying.
Stop whining about tyranny. You'll never achieve anything with anarchy. I only keep you around because you shut their speech down.
Shut the fuck up.
No platform for government or Nazis. There the left goes again, threatening my free speech. I just want to hear my ideas. I'm not gonna listen to a fucking Nazi. I'm not a Nazi.
So dope.
That's simply untrue, though I will say, not a
You're
big
not
fan of the
jokes,
Jews. Globalists.
Whoa!
Globalists.
That's racially
what?
charged.
No, I don't. Work with me here. You're clearly a Nazi. I'm more of a race realist, white identitarian. Believes in strong
Wow, look,
sure,
guys, it's basic
but I don't
social
want
commentary.
genocide. I just want
Yeah, it's social commentary.
Hey guys, did you know that? Did you know that left-wingers are left-wing? Did you know that right-wingers are right-wingers? And did you know that people who are libertarians are do you know that communists are communists and they like the color red? Hey guys, very surface-level traits about things that you know about on the internet. Please laugh at me and please give me thumbs up, guys. Please, fucking stop this right now, dude. Fucking make this fucking stop right now.
No. We're gonna watch this all the way fucking through.
No, we aren't. We aren't watching this all the way fucking through. I'll put my fucking foot down, dude. No, dude. I have control of the remote. I have control of the fucking remote, dude. We're not watching more than 30 fucking seconds of this.
No. The conclusion that they make at the end is great.
Alright, then move to the fucking conclusion. Move to the fucking
You know, we could make our own conclusion by fucking stopping
wait
this
until
shit.
the white guy shows up.
Why am I agreeing with you?
The white guy, are you paying attention?
Yeah, this is all white.
People I kill are people.
No, Uzulu shows up, the radical centrist.
It's just that.
Dude, this guy's just been fucking nodding to the side and saying cringy lyrics for 5 minutes.
Feel some communist pain. Guys,
Oh, is Mr. Dapperton gonna show up?
all of this extremism is causing me fear. Isn't there something everyone can just find together and agree on? Not with them. They are the
Doesn't even
first to
fucking
go.
rhyme.
I'm not engaging in discourse with these people. There's
It's
no
like to
way
look
I'm
at
getting
me, the
along
enlightened
with them.
all-centric.
Come on, there must be something. I mean, think about it. The supporters of all of you guys have anime profile
Yeah, don't have
pictures.
individuality.
That's
Just
degenerate.
The supporters, you guys all have
follow the
anime
status
profile
quo.
pictures.
Follow the status quo.
Yeah, dude, everyone's a
Get outta
neckbeard
here,
weeaboo.
neoliberal scum.
I hate this
Yeah,
shit,
go
honestly.
preach peace to someone.
Yeah, dude, this is fucking pissing me off, dude.
Dude, it's like-
watches mainstream news.
Why the fuck should people get
You
along?
guys hate the centrists too? I thought it was just me that thought that centrist.
Oh yeah, they all get along because they hate the centrist guys. Oh, you guys have never heard that joke
They hate
before, right?
Uzulu. They hate
Centrist, no one likes
Uzulu.
cen-
I hate this. I
They
hate
hate
this.
Uzulu.
Yeah, they fucking
so,
hate.
So
they
that's
fucking hate
the
it.
big grand conclusion
Yep.
you wanted us to see.
Oh yeah, you wanted me, you fucking tortured me and Swegta with that fucking bullshit for that.
Yes.
Dude,
Exactly.
you might have just like had him pop up and him say like, "Oh, the sky's blue." I'm like, "Oh, wow."
All right. Do
Holy
we have
shit.
any more
Feminists are
video?
dumb. We
Well,
have.
Stevo was getting really upset about that because he tends to he's in one of those
no.
corners.
No, stop, no,
I did
what's the
stop.
next
It's just that you keep telling me. to stop.
no,
He's referring to
the
the
next
next
thing,
video.
the next fucking thing, stop right here.
You should like this.
Oh,
This is
no.
really-
There's some incredible
No,
news I want you
no.
guys to know about. It's this pack that I've been working on.
Of
since
course,
early
it sounds
December.
like this. Why
It's
wouldn't
like
he?
cotton in his mouth.
It
It
is
sounds like he has fucking
amazing.
cotton in his mouth.
So before I get ahead of myself,
Twilight
let me introduce you guys
Sparkle.
to Clop will cause 2 art pack.
Oh no, an art
Shut
pack.
your
This
mind.
holiday season, we've gathered together to bring you
Dude, I
all
want that art
a
pack.
lovely gift.
What's going on
Sexy
here?
Pony art.
It's Clop.
For
It's
free.
pony porn for
Additionally,
charity.
for super low cost,
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
additional
pony porn is
pictures,
called
edits,
Clop.
high
Yeah.
resolution versions
Oh.
of all images, additional bonuses.
Disgusting.
Supporting a
High
great
resolution
Instead of
cause.
fapping, it's clopping.
So,
'cause they have hooves.
what's in it?
Yeah. Why
You
does
know what?
Stevo and I know this?
Mean
I wish
too,
we
by the
did.
way. We have
Shit like
created
this
45 unique
kind of makes me
pieces
want to
of
just
art
go
and
full
over
on
60
authoritarian
picture
right,
variants in
honestly.
total. The pack is
On
primarily
what, on
focused
only
on
bronies?
pony-style mayors in PNG
Yep.
format. There
See,
are also
Hitler had the
numerous
right
edits
idea,
from
just, you know,
wetness to
ship in the
clothing,
bronies.
Dude,
dark parts to,
the only way that I could get
other
fucking pissed off at
accessories.
charity is this type of autistic fucking shit, dude.
This entire art pack is non-profit. Every single penny will go to Toys.
It's
for
non-profit because
Foundation.
nobody
what's
fucking
it?
wants it.
Toys
In
for
time for
tots.
Christmas, in
Wow.
fact. Their goal is to
Hey,
give
kids!
toys
Just
to
so you
kids
know,
in
you
needy
got
families
these
across the
toys
nation
because
of
Yeah,
America.
pony porn.
And we found this
Because of
throughout
pony
the
porn.
cause
Wow, wow, I didn't think of it like that.
On your screen right now is a list of all the artists
I just
who
want to
are
point out,
involved
in the
the
same
pack.
location he's
Wait,
recording
pause
this
it.
video from, there's a couple of really disappointed parents.
Look at these names.
Yeah, look at all those fucking people who
PJ
who are like,
and SFW.
Dude, you know what the saddest part
Selenophile.
is? You know what the saddest part is? I'm sure a lot of these talentists are. I mean, a lot of these artists are really fucking talented, and it's being fucking wasted on pony porn. Because I know that's what happens with a lot of fucking artists online. They eventually fucking cave and they agree to fucking drawing all this weird fucking shit. It's sad.
Dude, people make fun of boomers now, but eventually we're gonna have brony boomers.
Dude, brony boomers in the retirement home.
Broomers.
It's gonna happen, eggs. Broomers, yeah.
I like how boomers just slowly but surely just becoming a an insult.
Yeah, it's just old
to
people
describe
now.
anyone who's old.
Yeah. Not even anyone who's old, but anyone who's like old-fashioned. You know what I mean?
Just,
like there could be a 30-year-old.
Yeah, honestly, it's just like, you know, think of like generations from now when the entire boomer population is dead.
People are gonna still be like called boomers.
It's not even gonna mean anything what it meant back then anyway. They're just like, oh, you're old. No, you're a boomer.
You're a fucking boomer.
It's like, what the fuck does boomer mean? Well, it's a early 1950s.
Who the fuck cares?
Century lingo.
Let's listen to this autist clop around a little.
Huge, incredible
There's
list.
5 minutes of
I really
this?
hope
Alright, I
some of
instantly
your favorite
regret-
artists
I
are on
instantly
that
regret.
list because they have
Come on,
played
Fancy.
some
You just anything that slightly makes you feel uncomfortable, you just run away from.
Why pay more?
That's what you get. Oh god.
Yeah, you
37
already
Another person.
January 15th.
Dude, someone
The basic
entered and
edition.
instantly left as soon as they saw what was going on here.
So
I wish I
you
could
might
be like
wondering,
them.
Other than charitable reasons,
I hate this
why
guy's
you
voice.
want
So
to pay more.
nasally.
Bad, yeah,
It's
it's
fine.
the opposite of
I
good.
can
It
understand
Sounds like
that
Nicholas
perspective.
Cruz.
So here's something.
So,
to
would
encourage
you like to check
Sounds
out
like
my,
Ted Cruz.
Oh my god!
received fully polished
It's so
commissions
long.
from artists.
They're cropped.
art
They're cropped
and free
out
sketches,
too.
in fact.
Yeah, they're cropped. Is this cropped porn?
If these artists
Was that a vagina?
God, you sick.
That's unsavory.
Fuck.
That's unsavory. That's unsavory.
100% of your payment goes to Toys for Tot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
None of
we
it
wish
goes to
you
the
a Merry
artist.
Christmas.
Shows
I
how much
hope
passion
this
they
guy
have
was
for the cause.
investigated by
And
the police
to
after
show-
this.
No,
see
dude,
the-
this guy
the
was on to
quality
catch a
of the
predator.
so
There's
far.
no fucking way.
It's
he wasn't.
astounding, in fact.
Sir, please have a
And
seat.
so-
Come on, let's
Dude,
talk.
I really hope
Dude, you know how there's
you
crop
find in your
dusters? This guy's a
heart
fucking
to
clop
play a
duster.
bit
That's
of,
right.
help others out for Christmas because that's what Christmas is for me. It's about
That's
Clop?
pathetic.
It's about clop.
realizing
That's
that
what it is.
at the end of it
The
all,
lingo
we
clop
are
doesn't
just
is starting.
It's
it doesn't make
about
sense
sitting
to me.
hunched over a keyboard,
those that
furiously
are less
jerking
It
off
fortunate.
to
doesn't,
some
it doesn't make
fucking
sense to me.
pony
If you
porn.
were a
Bring some
pony, if
joy
you
to
were a
our
pony and
hearts,
you were jerking off, you still it
please,
wouldn't make a clop
the
noise.
art pack
you know?
goes live.
Well,
on
they can't do
December
it. They
3rd,
literally can't do it, like,
6 p.m.
physically.
MST.
You're just
However,
rubbing it
we are
against
currently
some. You're
accepting
like
pre-orders
solid
for the
fucking
deluxe
hooves. That's
edition.
it's not. You're not clopping.
So I
you
have
know?
left
You're
you a
not,
link
Okay,
in
you're
the
not like
description
I
below.
have a piece of advice for whoever made this video.
whatever.
Stop. Oh my god. Wait.
Here's what you should do, person who made
I
this
thought it was
video. Find
is
a horse,
unsavory.
get some fucking horse pheromones, whatever they're called, and just like get fucked to death by a horse. You'll
Sugar
like
cubes.
Yeah,
it.
dude, become the next Mr. Hands.
Yeah. See,
Mr.
that's what I'm
Hans,
saying.
yeah.
You know, I'm
Mr.
gonna have an
Mr.
anecdote
Hans
about
Gruber.
horses' sexual
Mr. Han
parts.
Solo.
I remember once when I saw a female horse and I looked at its udders, I thought it had 2 penises.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Alright,
Thank you for
final
letting me
video.
know that. Thank you for
The
letting
final,
me
Oh,
know
the final
no.
video is pretty fitting for the movie.
that.
we
Oh
watched.
no.
Matt,
Hey, what's
Matt,
going
we
on,
gotta
everybody?
talk.
My name is
Yeah, let's
Mundane
have a
Matt,
word,
and
Matt.
I'm gonna
okay,
catch a
pause
lot
it.
of shit for this
Hey,
video.
what's up, Matt?
Alright.
Why are
see,
you
this
making
is
this
me
video?
and Mundane Matt right there.
Who's the ball?
Matt.
No.
No,
Adam
if you compare
Sandler.
channel size, that's
Because
about it.
he's trying. No, yeah, go. He's trying to pick up a boulder.
I think I can
It's
see
trying
like
to pick
a tonsil stone in Sandler's mouth.
Okay,
I see it there.
what I was trying to say, well, this doesn't have anything to
like
do
a
with Adam
tonsil
Sandler,
stone.
but I just want to say I was fucking right about Monday Matt being a fucking false flagger.
Hey, you said
years
this last
before
time
that
we watched a Monday.
No, I
Matt
didn't get
video.
that much into it, okay? But basically...
Get into it.
Alright,
Let's
so,
get into it.
I used to moderate the Drunken Peasants, right? And there's a meme that went around. It was making fun of his channel. It wasn't his channel at the time, but it was this like movie series. It was called $3 Theater. Now the entire I started this meme because I thought that the title sounded really awkward and stupid. So basically, I just kept repeating it and it was really autistic. But it found its way onto the Drunken Peasants show that we were moderating because I told a bunch of fucking people that were guests on the show to say it. But every single time they'd say it, it would always get flagged. And it just kept happening. Every time somebody would say it on the show would get flagged the next day. And what was very coincidental is that the network that was flagging these videos, people thought it was Tommy Sotomayor because of the network, but that same network is the one that Monday Matt has. So it got to the point where like a large chunk of the staff were suddenly all convinced that Monday Matt was flagging the Drunken Peasants videos, and then Paul Zigo, which was one of the hosts of the show came in and just like completely shot it down and said it was retarded. And then we never talked about it again. And lo and behold, like 2 years later, or maybe 3, I don't know. Turns out Mundane Matt flags videos that make fun of him.
Dude, I don't believe fucking Paul, dude. I think he knows it was fucking Mundane.
He knew it was Mundane Matt.
He knew it was Mundane Matt.
Oh, fuck Mundane Matt.
All right, moving on.
I know that, but that's just a theory.
A lot of shit for this video,
How does
and
it
that's totally
feel?
fucking okay. But I am here to say
How does it
that I am a
feel?
fan of Adam Sandler, and
be
I will
on
be
your
until he either
own.
retires or dies.
Like
That
a
is just a fact.
rolling stone.
But the thing is, though, my
You
love
will
of
be
Adam
until he
Sandler goes
retires
back
or
like
dies.
almost 20
Let's
years.
hope he
Okay, back
dies.
during the second revival phase of fucking Saturday Night Live, when it was him, David Spade, Chris Farley, Tim Meadows, Mike,
Unfortunately,
Myers,
all
Phil
those
Hartman,
dumbasses.
a ton of just great
Fuck
comedic
Adam
talent
Sandler's friends,
on there,
dude.
and
I
they
can't
put out a
stand
lot of
Adam
really good
Sandler's
stuff.
friends,
And if
man.
you ever remember Opera Man, that was his character
All right, all this is shit
You
that
know?
happened like 30 years ago, Matt.
on there, and it was really fucking.
Like you're
good.
really gonna drudge up like this is very, 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 very early career to make him.
Yeah,
look
when he was
good, like-
actually more entertaining.
Well, I would beg to differ that he even was good then, but you know, still.
I mean, more people agree that he was entertaining back then.
Well, yeah.
Look how high quality this video is. Like, you see how much editing he put into this.
Matt, here's a piece of advice. You know, you're making a video, not just an audio file. People are gonna look at the screen.
Well,
if you have like
the
this
thing is
still
that-
frame for over a minute, people are gonna click away.
Okay,
You've been doing this since like 2008. Have you no perception of like? Have you no understanding of like viewership retention rates?
I'm not going to defend Matt's production value.
Yes, you are.
But I'm going to explain. Matt was very.
Oh, but it used to be good in the 90s, so you know that makes sense.
No, I'm not defending his position either. It's dog shit. What I'm saying is that the reason why Matt didn't show himself, this was before his face was revealed. So he was clearly very self-conscious about his appearance, right? That's why he hid behind a camera. So this is the reason why. And he also wanted to upload daily because it helps with his algorithm, because there's no way Mundane Matt would ever survive.
Not anymore.
He's still uploading daily, I think.
I know, but
I did unsub to him, so maybe something has changed since I last watched him. But basically, Mundane Matt knows that he can't survive by just uploading once a week or making a high quality edited video that'll like release every now and then. He's just doing the usual typical mainstream YouTube, just uploading constantly.
But that's not what's rewarded on YouTube anymore.
Well, it was back then.
Yeah, but you can't just keep doing what worked back then today and hoping that'll
Well, that's
work.
why his views are diminishing. Because Mundane Matt.
Well, not
he
just
wants
that,
to-
but mostly because he's a false flagging piece of shit.
Yeah, that too. But Mundane Matt, he wanted to make content that was cheap, quick, and had a lot of that was like reasonably long, so it can have the watch time.
Yeah, 10 minutes or so.
Yeah. So I mean, Mundane Matt has fallen.
I mean, it worked.
I don't know
back
how
then.
much he's fallen, but
There were people who wanted this type of like content back.
Yeah, people
then.
were fans of Mundane Matt. Like, I remember talking to some people, and they were like, "Oh man, I used to be such a fan of Mundane Matt until he showed his face, and then I realized he was a fat sack of shit."
Wow,
that's awesome.
Because people imagine him as actually being like
handsome,
reasonably attractive. Because
What?
His
Why?
voice isn't that bad if you take.
No,
away
he's got
the
a
fact
he's
that
got a decent voice.
his voice isn't that bad if you take away the fact that it's Matt Jarbo, like the image that you have in his head. This was before he ever revealed his face, so you could assume like, hey, maybe he's just like a decent looking guy, and then shows his face and he looks like the fucking guy from Toy Story 2.
Looks like Guy Fieri. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, Mundane Matt has brought up the fact that he gets annoyed when people compare him to that fucking guy. But
anyway.
Yeah, so anybody listening to this,
everyone
don't
knows cool
tweet
kids
at
Peter
Matt
Pants.
Jarbo.
You know,
you
I
look
mean,
like the
shit
dude from
like
Toy
that
Story 2.
was something, at least for me as a teenager, was something we quoted a lot. So it's kind of rooted in that as well. That's one of the reasons.
Man,
why I
our
like the guy.
conversations are a lot
then you
more
get like
intriguing.
Happy
Yeah,
Gilmore,
yeah.
which I mean, let's face it. Up until then, what good movies
I don't know
were
what I
there for
expect
golf?
from a
There was
fucking video
Caddyshack,
from 2
obviously,
years
which is
ago,
the best
but-
golf movie ever made, and then there's Caddyshack 2, which is the worst golf movie ever made. But then you get like Happy Gilmore, which is really fucking hysterical. The
so
whole
shit,
thing with
but
Bob Barker,
Adam
and
Sandler
Price is
movies, those
Wrong,
are
bitch,
hilarious.
and Shooter McGavin, and all the stupid zany shit like Ben Stiller as the old folks home, employee that's abusive to the elderly and everything. I mean, like the movie was ridiculous, but it's also really fucking funny, and you can quote it. Same with The Waterboy. Right, The Waterboy. It's the whole thing.
It's quotable.
Okay, look,
usually
I'll give him this. Like, Happy Gilmore. That's okay. Sometimes funny kind of film. It's not too fucking bad. It's good considering it's fucking like Adam Sandler.
And Adam Sandler movie
behind it.
Is good.
Yeah, it's good for Adam Sandler, but like The Waterboy. I mean, like, just no.
The last positively reviewed Adam Sandler.
And by the way, The
movie.
Waterboy. That's the film that gave birth to Rob Schneider's career.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh
yeah. You can do it.
The only positively reviewed Adam Sandler movie, I think there that I remember since I last paid attention to him was Punch Drunk Love, and that was directed by the fucking guy who did There Will Be Blood. So the man,
it wasn't even a film he wrote or directed.
Yeah, the man who made like an Academy Award nominated film. That was
I've
like
got a question. We were talking about movies earlier.
Yeah.
Do you think that Pixels counts as a movie?
No, it's not a movie.
It's not a movie because it's not constantly trying to parody stupid fucking Hollywood trends.
But
it is on a trend of the stupid 80s nostalgia shit.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. All right. Are we really gonna have to make ourselves endure any more of that?
No, I mean this guy's fucking just bland.
I like how half of the videos we watch on Subnami, we only watch like 2 minutes of it, and we're like, oh, fuck.
Well, usually we go on our own tangents and we form our own conversations.
I mean, now that he's got us talking about Adam Sandler, you want to just move to the movie?
Yeah, it's a good segue. I guess that's why this was the last video.
So, Swegta made us watch.
He did not make us watch this.
No.
He recommended that we watch.
No.
He did not recommend that we watch
with
this.
With severe hesitation,
he
mind you.
suggested that we watched Grown Ups the second. The sequel.
Yeah, see, look, this is kind of like Animancer asking me, like, what would be a good suicide method, Swag? And I'd just be like, I don't think you should do that, but I mean, like, I guess fucking this. And then he goes ahead and does it. You can't fucking put the blame on me just because, like, he asked a question.
Well, okay, maybe I interpreted it wrong based on the way that Fancy worded it, but he basically said that we should watch Grown Ups 2, and we watched it, and... Well, Stevo didn't watch it. He fucking.
Well, yeah, I decided if Sword can fucking like decide to not watch Citizen Kane, I can decide to not watch fucking Grown Ups too. So I just even then, like I was just listening.
Dude, you got the best experience of us all, then.
And I just like left early on, anyways, because it's just like, oh, fuck this.
Stevo, you got the fucking best experience out of all of us, man.
Yeah, man, it was a fucking fun night, just sitting there listening to music while I fucking saw a CGI deer piss on.
Yeah, I could have been, I could have been sleeping or talking to the people in my Discord, but I decided to watch Grown Ups 2 last night instead.
Oh boy, I have some things to say about this.
Yeah, what? What's
the original Grown Ups? I remember watching when I was like, I don't know, fucking.
My dad made me watch the fucking original Grown Ups.
Yeah, I watched it in theaters, I think.
No, I didn't watch that shit. I watched it like on demand because it was like, oh, PG-13 Adam Sandler, oh, so edgy.
My dad had like a bunch of Adam Sandler films.
It was a really shitty movie. It was really boring. There's no plot to it. But at least it had some. It was a terrible fucking movie. It was absolutely awful. But at least it had a theme to it. Like, oh yeah, it has like some form of a premise. Is that like, oh, these kids won a basketball game and now they're all grown up and trying to like connect to each other.
Yeah.
This movie has no fucking plot. Like the plot,
it doesn't.
It's just
to summarize this film, it's like Adam Sandler and his rich fucking yuppie friends got together and just like shat out this film.
That's pretty much every fucking Adam Sandler movie. There's a theory. There's a theory that I have proposed to myself, and then a lot of other people have theorized this. Is that basically Adam Sandler movies for the past like 10 years have just more than that now. It's like 20 years. Have just been him taking his camera to his vacation with his rich friends and just filming them doing a bunch of piss jokes to make back the money that they because they I don't know, they bought like a fuck ton of caviar and champagne, and now they have to
needs to go somewhere, dude. That's why they got all those fucking costumes for that fucking scene in the movie. They were like, what the fuck are we gonna do with these costumes? All right, let's have a costume party. God. It's not, oh shit, the fucking movie's set in summer. All right, well, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what really says everything about this movie to me? This is like the big profound statement that I can make about the movie, is that I thought that, you know, the one thing I remembered about this movie was, there was a scene where, like, you know, they go to a fucking water park and they go piss. But that was the fucking first movie.
I thought it was in the second movie, too.
I thought it was in the second movie, too. Both you and me thought this, right? Okay, so we're not fucking crazy.
Another character.
You know what? The answer is not that it's the Mandela effect. It's that they're both two fucking poor excuses for fucking movies that don't mean jack shit.
But this is even a poorer excuse for movies, because like, the entire plot of this film is just a bunch. It's just a bunch of comedy vignettes, as I already said. But
a bunch of Family Guy cutaway gags.
Yeah. But the thing is that they try to set up all these like characters, all these like one note I would call them one note, but that would be a little too general.
They're quarter note.
Yeah. One note. Quarter note, half note, fifth note, sixth note, eighth note, grown-ups too!
Fuck grown-ups too, dude.
I'm sorry about that, but but they always have these characters reoccur all the time. Like, coincidentally, they just happen to all be in the same locations. How likely is that going to happen, that if you meet somebody in a town and you have a little interaction with them, that you go to a supermarket and then they're in the same they have to be in the same place at the same time.
There's a fucking scene in that film. I don't know if you recall, because I wouldn't blame you for suppressing this, but there's like a scene where David Spade fucking falls down rolls down a hill. He's like in a large tire, yeah.
CGI tire.
And as he's like rolling past buildings, like the entire community just like witness that in one location.
Yeah, all the reoccurring characters that they show up,
all of them just kind of gather up in one place so they can all be there and gawk and have their respective fucking lines.
Yeah, be part of Adam Sandler's hijinks.
I mean, I'm trying really not. I don't really want to defend the first film, but at least it
was better.
It stuck to a couple characters. Like, there's way too many characters in that movie, but at least it stuck to them.
I said it with a heavy heart, but it was better.
It kind of gave a fuck. That was the thing. Yeah, it sucked ass, but it gave a shit.
Here's a major problem with this. There's so many fucking characters in this goddamn movie.
Yeah, do we remember any character names? Can we name any character names besides Clop, Kavanaugh?
I remember Bald Shaq. I remember that.
There's so many fucking characters.
Yeah, but that's the actor. We can all name the actors.
Let me describe all the characters. I don't know that. Why would it's a fool's errand to remember any of their names if they even had names. All right, so we got I don't even have how many fucking of the main men of the group? How many of them?
Okay, so you have Kevin
Adam
James,
Sandler,
of
Kevin
course.
James, Chris
Rock, and by the way, Chris Rock's character is black. Just in case you never noticed.
Oh yeah, they never referenced.
What's the other guy? Was it David Spade?
David Spade.
And then there's another fucking guy. And
Rob Schneider.
No. Rob Schneider was actually going to be in this film, but his schedule precluded that from happening.
Oh no! I heard that he was just like not interested. But
Rob Schneider has been avoiding Adam Sandler movies for a while.
Yeah, rumor has it like Rob and Adam had a falling out, but who fucking cares?
Dude, Rob Schneider's somehow even less talented than Adam Sandler.
Yeah, but okay, so you have the main cast, right? You know, the main men of the group that are supposed to be the main characters. Then you have all of their families, their wives, their sons, their daughters. There's like fucking 20 of them. They have 20 fucking kids and they have their wives.
I completely forgot. They try to make like the kids have their own subplots.
They have all the kids have their own little subplots and their own little jokes. They try to have them all like developed in all these stupid little comedy vignettes. And then not only that, you also have the two police officers, the fucking ballet instructor that's gay, the other ballet instructor that's a pervert. You have the dude bro guy and his hot wife that have this awkward scene where they have like at this dance recital where she's like scantily clad and like doing like some dance that can be interpreted as a striptease, and that's the joke. And then Kevin James fucking records it, and it's really creepy because there's a bunch of kids dancing around.
Yeah. You know what? I have a theory. I have a theory.
No, I'm not done yet. Then you have the girlfriend of the son that he has a crush on. Then you have the instructor of this one of the black guy's daughters.
You have David Spade's kid too.
Yeah, you also have the black guy's
thanks,
the racist black guy who doesn't want his daughter dating, who doesn't want the black guy in the movies, Chris Rock's character's daughter dating a white person. Then you have what else is it? The woman?
I can't believe you remember this much about this shitty fucking movie.
The woman with that's really muscular, and that's the entire joke is that she's muscular.
Oh yeah,
you have the ice cream parlor guy. Then you have the Steve Buscemi guy who has the fucking. Then you have Adam Sandler's
the bus driver played by the guy from Land of the Lost.
Yeah, then you have Adam Sandler's ex-girlfriend.
Hearing you fucking go off about Grown Ups 2 was just as bad as watching.
I was watching it. Yeah.
Can you imagine being one of the fucking Hollywood CEOs being brainstormed this
No.
It's gonna suck ass, but it's Adam Sandler, so it'll make money.
These characters are all reoccurring. These characters all reoccur in all these little comedy vignettes, and it all comes together in this really shitty fucking stupid Halloween party.
Hey,
you're wrong. Oh no! There's another plot point that I forgot too.
Yeah, I just want to point out one too.
Fraternity people.
No, not just that, but I want to point out the most vital character of all, the most beloved character in this. I guess it's a franchise now. Fuck the black lady who failed to pay her cable bill. That's like an actual scene in the film. There's like
there's like 3 scenes dedicated to her.
This fat old frumpy black lady who neglected to pay her bill, so they cut her cable. And this is like a thing that they revisit in the film. Like they show you her sitting in her living room watching a TV with nothing but static on it, and she just looks like she would just want to blow her own fucking brains.
Also. I mean, this movie has more characters than like Avengers: Infinity War or Endgame.
You guys are all wrong, by the way.
And it all ends. No. I forgot about the main villain of the movie. Taylor Lautner, Jacob from Twilight. He plays this fraternity guy, and he has like 50 other fraternity people. And then they basically piss off. They get pissed off by the grown-ups, and then at the end there's a stupid fucking climax.
They try to replicate the fucking airport scene from Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah. They all start all the main characters who are not Taylor Lautner's fraternity team up to fight Taylor Lautner's fraternity, and it's just so weird because it's supposed to be like a bunch of men, and then all of a sudden they start fighting, and there's also women too.
Women there
where the fuck did they show up? Where the fuck were they during?
We can't have women. You can't have men hitting women. Sisters on crack.
And I couldn't tell what was going on because it was so poorly directed.
Hey, dude, there's yet another character that makes multiple appearances. The most iconic Adam Sandler character ever. And by the way, this film in the end credits, it's like based on characters created by Adam Sandler. I guess he invented the fucking pissing deer that makes like 5 appearances.
No. I hate that.
Oh, what a great gag, dude.
And so that's
they used that in promotional material, by the way, like to get people to incentivize people to pay money and see this. Yeah, it's like, hey, do you want to watch like a deer piss on Adam Sandler? I mean, like it's bad CGI, but you're dumb, so you're gonna see it anyway.
And pretty much all the jokes in this movie are so fucking awful. Like they're either like, oh, this is awkward, or oh, yeah, poo-poo fart joke. That's pretty much every single joke in this movie.
Yeah, there's a fart burp sneeze joke that
Kevin James.
They just go back to, and there's a scene where like David Spade explains it too. After we've seen it like 5 times, it's like, oh, here's what it means. Just fuck off.
God, there's so many characters in this fucking movie too, and the thing that this would all be bad, but I'm gonna tell you something that I didn't like. Swegta fucking informed me this while I was like halfway through almost at the end of this movie. But this will break your mind, okay? This entire movie where the characters go around from like 50 fucking locations It takes place entirely
in one day.
One fucking day.
What?
One fucking day.
What? I didn't even realize that.
So let me tell you what happens in this movie. There's a yoga instructor class. There's a school recital. There's what else?
Okay, you literally already told us everything that fucking happened in this movie.
This movie just got so much worse for me.
Football practice, a Halloween party that
Can I tell you guys my theory?
They take a trip to like some lake. They go get ice cream. They go get their cars washed by
someone gets their ass eaten.
A bunch of cheerleaders.
Godzilla shows up. They go. Super Mega Death Christ shows up.
They go buy an inflatable raft at like a Walmart.
It takes place in one day because isn't there like a scene at night and then the scene that.
Okay,
like,
here's how we knew that. Here's how we knew that. Because like. There's this fucking there's this doll in the beginning that gets destroyed by the pissing
Mr. Funny Bone.
Whatever. Right before, like at the end of the film, Adam Sandler's kid's like, I can't sleep. I need my stuffed toy. And we realized at that point, like, wait, she never slept until this point. So this entire film just takes place in like one day. Not even like 24 hours, just like 12 hours.
I mean, that's probably how long it took to make.
Wait a minute. I must be. No. We have to be fucking forgetting something. There's no way that because they go to fucking 50 different locations that would have like in real life would have taken like.
They didn't think about it. It was just a bunch of fucking. All right. So can I finally tell you my fucking theory that'll explain this? All right. So here's the thing. This movie is just a bunch of fucking cutout scenes from other Adam Sandler movies that they just fucking stuck together with crazy glue.
I'm looking at the plot right now. I swear to God. This can't be real.
Oh, it is.
No, it can't be real. It's impossible.
What about that scene where they're fucking eating ice cream? That took place at night, and that was...
Hey, AIDS, how do you feel about paying to see this?
Oh, God. Well, Sword... Well,
none of us had to pay. Yeah, Sword did.
It was a pain in the ass to fucking get it to illegally stream this shit. So then Sword finally... which is funny, because Lance always had this policy of... that we disagreed with, where he wanted to fucking pay money for every single movie we watched, no matter how shit it was. And even he was like, "Okay, you can fucking pirate."
I told him, I'm like, it's Adam Sandler, just so you know. He's like, "Oh, okay, fuck it then. We'll just."
But the streaming services that we went on and like our attempts, because Rabbit was fucking up at the time. It was such a disaster. It took us like hours to fucking get
it wasn't even a bigger disaster than the fucking movie. You can't even believe that.
And then Sword finally capitulated. Was like, okay, I'll pay for the movie, and he spent like fucking $5 on it. Just
$4.
$4.
And even then, the streaming site we used, like it kept pausing the film. It's almost like the site itself is insisting that we do something else with our lives.
Yeah, do something productive with your time. You only got so many hours left.
Yeah, like shoot yourself in the fucking head if you enjoy this. I mean, like, how can, like I said while we saw the film, like, this is one of the highest paid actors ever.
I know, right? Nope, and he just keeps getting fucking money to film his own fucking passion projects. Basically to film his vacations.
And you know what, like, people from the same species as us, they're making that possible. This is not like some big scam Adam Sandler's pulling over like Hollywood executives. No, they're in on it. The people getting fucked are the people paying to see this.
Stevo, you grew up with a father who was a huge fan of these fucking schlocky movies.
Oh yeah, I have an anecdote about that. My dad really doesn't like the fact that I don't like Adam Sandler films, and me and my dad don't get along that well in general, but like every few months he'll like text me with like some gloating message like, I'm watching like this Adam Sandler film right now. I wish you were here. I know you'd love it so much. And it's just like he says that he pulls out the fucking old like 2008 YouTube commenter line where he's like, well, you're just jealous. That's why you don't like Adam Sandler.
You can't understand the fine art of Adam Sandler.
You don't like Ray William Johnson because his content sucks. You're just jealous of him. Like remember that fucking old line, that old chestnut. Like now that's the type of shit I have to fucking hear from my dad every few months. We're
gonna have to make ourselves watch a Ray William Johnson
these terrible fucking movies.
What's happening
for him? I wish the one where he makes fun of a dog getting killed by a deer was still up.
As to be expected, as to be expected, Adam Sandler pulls out the funny voice thing he does.
Yeah! Oi,
you haven't seen enough of that.
That's his only joke.
No.
I have one.
No, I can't believe it. I can't believe this actually takes place in one day. It actually fucking takes place in one day, and they visit like 50 fucking locations. Like, how fucking likely is it that in one single day
they didn't think about
you have all these fucking conflicts that are set up? And I love how the movie knows that it's completely lacking in any like coherent narrative when they have to use this stupid shitty plot device, the Halloween costume party, to try and get all these like unnecessary characters that are just fucking
they make Trump jokes, which is going to be in the thumbnail when you guys watch this.
Speaking of which, they made the googly eyed guy dress up as Trump.
Yeah, that was the only Trump joke there.
Because he looks like Trump, and he one of his eyeballs is kind of fucked up, so it's funny.
Hey, you know what that means, right? In terms of comedy, this movie was ahead of its time.
Yeah, and they give every single family member and every single adult. They always have they try to give them an arc. It's such a fucking mess of a film.
Family fucking boring.
How the fuck was this movie made? How the fuck did this movie take place? I can't comprehend it. There's so much stupid shit going on.
What a cowabunga piece of shit!
One day, how did it take place in one fucking day?
Well,
how?
You want to know what my favorite scene is? The scene where Adam Sandler sits on the edge of the bed and eats chips.
Oh yeah.
Dude. We needed that last riveting scene, dude. Hell yeah.
Okay, he sits down. He looks kind of dejected, and he's like just crunching away on some chips. He probably spat out as soon as the camera stopped rolling.
Swegta, actually, Adam Sandler at the end of that movie was how I felt going to bed after I watched that.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Here's another funny moment. You know, when this guy is at an ice cream parlor, and you're not gonna believe it. He like gets up on the counter of like, you know, the soft serve ice cream where you like pull it down and, you know, the ice cream comes out. So he gets up on the counter.
Oh yeah, the poop joke.
And you could see his back. And I wonder what he's gonna do. He's gonna like, he pulls down on the chocolate ice cream, and it looks like he's pooping. You know,
and it goes on for a full minute too.
Yeah, and I knew exactly what it was going to be. Like the moment that I saw that fucking setup was like, there's the punchline, and it happened. Like,
you know what I like about that scene? The fact that all of the main characters are there laughing. So the movie kind of just implies like, you laugh now.
Yeah, they do this in a lot of Adam Sandler movies where something that clearly isn't funny and obvious, the characters are it's basically like the laugh track in like shitty sitcoms. They're like trying to get you to psychologically laugh by, you know, making other people laugh.
Yeah, which I can't stand. I really can't stand laugh
It's
tracks.
basically like that. But you have the characters laughing at stuff. So obviously you should laugh at this stupid shitty,
that's interesting. That's a lot more of a psychological way of looking at it. It's probably the only like level of thinking that went into this fucking movie is to try and manipulate people into laughing at it.
That and all the fucking characters. No, they didn't put any effort. They just fucking.
Yeah, that's the only thing they put effort into is to making people believe that it might be funny.
But people understand how a day works. Oh yeah, and another funny fucking thing is at the end, the fraternity guys are like, You people, you all live in this trashy town.
And it's like this posh white picket fence, upper middle class, beautiful neighbor. Like all the lawns are perfectly mowed and like, lime green and shit.
Yeah, the grass is green as fuck. It's like the most like, upper class fucking shit, and you're just is this how Adam Sandler thinks like poor people like the type of environment poor people live in? This like.
You live in this dump of a town.
To him, that is a fucking dump.
And Adam Sandler's like house is like a fucking mansion. Like, well, this character's house is like at least got to be like $1 million, more than $1 million. Like,
no, he thinks that's like a middle class home though.
And it's clean. It doesn't have any. It doesn't have any dirt. It's
do they have a Mexican?
Yeah, they have a Mexican. Like. How fucking out of touch.
He's house trained too.
But as funny as it is to imagine that Adam Sandler is out of touch, like the people who watch these fucking movies
are just brain
like
dead.
are just fucking brain dead, low class,
low IQ.
Low IQ.
Yeah, low
domesticated.
IQ.
Actually, completely domesticated.
Basically the average Weird Paul fan. Like,
yeah, but it's. I still get reminded every day that people actually think these movies are funny. Like, people in America actually think that these movies are funny. Like, not just like 12-year-old kids who think it's like edgy. Well, 12-year-old is pushing it. Like 8-year-old kids who thinks it's edgy because Adam Sandler edgy make poop jokes.
No, you were right the first time. Like 12-year-olds.
Hey, can we? I mean, like, we're talking about Adam Sandler, so we could continue listening to what Matt has to say. I mean, like, he's gonna defend it.
No,
so.
fuck
no.
I saw the video. His basic point is Adam Sandler funny, and he did funny stuff.
Dude, I gotta bring. Do you know, like, Adam Sandler? He's falling on hard times. That fucking Netflix deal he got trapped into. Oh man, he looks like
$420 million. He's gonna be fine.
Oh yeah, but he looks like fucking Vincent Price nowadays. Like, he looks like
Freddie Mercury if he.
Yeah, he looks like
he
fucking.
got a
He looks
little
like
bit older.
He looks like John Waters. Like, what the fuck happened?
All right, can we show it in Rabbit?
Let me post a fucking picture and like I'll have Lance edit it in. Like, Jesus Christ, Adam, what happened to you, Adam? What the hell happened to you?
You're gonna post it in the Discord?
Yeah, I'll post it in the Discord.
You're washed up, Adam.
Fuck, I gotta find the image I was showing you.
We should probably wrap up our thoughts on the movie though, because
hideous.
Also, I look up Adam Sandler, and then one of the first images is the Star of David. Isn't that fitting?
Yeah.
No comment.
Dude,
don't let Rick Wiles.
This is a fucking.
Where's that image?
This is a Jewish plot. This is a Jewish plot that dumb people.
Says the fucking Jew.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I for one am rooting for the Jews.
Oh, dude, look it up. Oh, I almost posted that in Clancy's server. Whoops.
Isn't your father
Christians,
anti-Semitic,
Muslims,
Stevo?
pagans, Jews.
Oh yeah, my dad hates Jews.
Yeah, your dad hates Jews, but Adam Sandler funny. Ha ha ha.
No, he's one of the good Jews. Yeah, he says it like that's it. That like Hollywood is made up by a bunch of Freemason Jews, and then like you have the biggest Hollywood hack who happens to be a Jew named Adam Sandler. Like, my dad just
he's great.
That guy's funny. He makes
Swegta, look at old Adam Sandler. Look
at him now. He looks.
Oh my god, dude,
he kind of reminds me of Vincent Price.
Yeah, that's what I said. He has like a pedo stash. Look at him.
He looks like he belongs in the 1940s. Like.
Man, this is making me fucking sick. How much longer do we have to talk about Adam Sandler?
You know what this looks like? This looks like that fucking phone filter you can apply where like it makes you look kind of old.
Yeah.
He's an 80-year-old boy, dude.
He's the 80-year-old Sandler.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up, guys.
Yeah. So what do you give this film? I give it a fuck Adam Sandler out of 10.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were supposed to be rating films. Remember when we did that originally, like at episode 2? Oh yeah, we're gonna finally give our thought. We abandoned that.
Yeah, but see, that's where I got that from. I saw episode 2. Yeah.
Oh, we just abandoned that plot.
I forgot about
but
that.
I guess we'll bring it back. It's a 0.
All right.
I'll give it a 1. I'll give it a 1.
Wow, 1. Fuck you. It's
because there's one thing that I want to say that I speak positively of. There is a lot of push-up bras in this.
Yeah, I
there
agree.
are. But I don't feel like they justify this film by any means.
Oh, they don't. But there's
not enough.
That's the one point I'm giving it to the movie. That's why I give it a 1 out of 10.
I'm gonna quote Roger Ebert. I'm gonna give it 0 stars because this film lives in a world where the stars don't shine.
Swag, you give yours and I'll give mine.
I just said it.
You already
Fuck
said
Adam
it.
Sandler out of 10.
Oh.
And I'm changing it to Mundane Matt is a fucking idiot out of 10.
Fancy. You just want to jump on the bandwagon and do what everyone else thinks.
Yeah. I give this Broken Marriage out of 10.
You know, for the past movies that we watch, like we've been only like
Someone got that.
I mean, this is the longest we've talked about a movie since like the start of this fucking show. Like,
it's almost like Swegta has talent in doing fucking podcasts, dude.
Well, I wasn't expecting to talk much about this other than, the movie's bad and funny. But the plot in this film is just so fucking preposterous.
I only ever have a lot to say when I take notes down. That's only if I really give a shit about a movie like I did Spider-Man 3. I had a lot to say about that.
Yeah, in conclusion,
let's never talk about this fucking bullshit ever again.
Sub to Subnami, people.
And StevoAwesome, check out my Let's Plays.
Check out Stevo's Let's Plays.
And subscribe to Underhaven.
Yeah, no, fuck Underhaven.
Fuck you.
Subscribe to
disgusting.
Subnami. Smash the bell icon. What else? Oh yeah, check out our Discord. I already said that. Fucking.
All right, we're repeating ourselves. Adam said.
Oh my god, yeah, you guys are gonna be
Subnami
gaming. Subnami gaming.
Swegta, do you have anything else to say?
This is the most incoherent ending to one of our episodes.
Do I have anything else to say? I hate Mundane Matt, and that's it.
You know what? I hate Vadim more. Okay, good night, everybody.
Take it easy.
God, you sick.
That's unsavory. That's